Let's see what's cooking, let's get the facts. Let's see what's cooking, it's time for yoyomax12.
Hello everyone, today we're making brown butter ice cream. And just like the title says, you need some brown butter to make this. So put a half a cup of butter in a medium-sized saucepan over medium-low heat. Melt the butter and cook the butter until it starts to brown. What you're looking for is a golden brown, that you also have a nutty aroma to the butter. It'll foam up a little bit. When it does that, keep an eye on it because the butter will start to brown very quickly. And once it's browned, remove it from the heat and pour it into a separate bowl and put that aside to cool. And then you're going to heat 1 cup of whipping cream and 1.5 cups of milk over medium heat, stirring occasionally until it gets hot and it begins to steam. While you're waiting for that, prepare the rest of the ingredients. That's 3 eggs and 3/4 cup of granulated sugar. You're going to whisk that together until it is pale in color. And then you are going to very carefully drizzle in the heated milk and cream mixture in with the egg mixture. You're putting it in a little at a time because you don't want the eggs to cook and curdle. So pour it in gently. The egg mixture will slowly heat and it'll stay nice and smooth. So once that's all poured in and combined, you're going to add the brown butter that's been cooled. I use salted butter, so I didn't add any additional salt to this recipe, but you may want to add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt to this if you're using unsalted butter. Stir that around and then pour it back into your medium-sized saucepan. And then you're going to cook this over medium-low heat, whisking constantly for about 8 minutes until thick enough to coat the back of a spoon. Now that's just about perfect right there. But I thought I should cook it a little bit more to get it a bit thicker. But you have to be careful because you get to the point where it'll start to curdle on you. You can see how it got little bits in it. That's the egg cooking. You want to stop it at that point because you do not want it to go any further than that. And what I did to get rid of any of the lumps that were in it is I put it through a sieve with a whisk and it was fine. I added a 1/2 cup of cream and a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Stirred that together. I covered it completely and put it in the refrigerator for several hours. I put mine in for overnight. It has to be completely chilled. Then I poured it into my electric ice cream maker. And you need to follow the manufacturer's directions for the rest of the ice cream making process. So I basically churned this ice cream for about 15 minutes or so until I got to a soft serve ice cream texture. And then what you do is you scoop it into a container and then you freeze it in the freezer for several more hours until it firms up. This ice cream is delicious. It has a light vanilla flavor because of the vanilla extract, but it has that brown butter flavor as well, which makes it very interesting. If you've never had homemade ice cream before, it is something that you really need to try. I serve this in a bowl along with these little cookies as a garnish. I made these cookies before. I'll put a link in the description box to them if you're interested. They are almond raisin crisp cookies that I made into the shape of fall leaves, and I think they go perfectly with this ice cream. So give them a try.